Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and this video today is a flow for Cancer, that water sign, that sign that is ruled by the moon, that is deeply feeling and deeply emotional. They are a Pitta and a Kapha sign, so they have water and fire element, which you can see in them in that they will defend those that they love with a fierce and beautiful nurturing energy. They move through seasons or cycles like the moon, so they can be beautiful and open and nurturing and creative, and then they can move into a broody, moody kind of space within themselves. Um, when they are at their power, when they are in their power, there is no better ally to have than a Cancer friend or family member. And it is really important or advisable to listen to their advice because of their intuition. They'll often sense what you're feeling or going through before you do, and they will work to help support that, to help support you, to give you feedback. So this Cancer sign is a beautiful one to tap into ourselves. So today we're going to focus on a flow that taps into the third eye, our intuition, helping us to ground into that, to feel into that. But then to balance that out, we're going to do a little bit in the lower chakras, down in our roots, in our sacral chakra, to tap into that grounding as well as that wide open feeling, creative, nurturing space. So I invite you to come down onto the mat with me. We are going to start in child's pose. I invite you today to bring the knees together, really together, the big toes to touch. If this doesn't work for you, you can always spread your knees nice and wide, but we're going to see if we can drape our belly over the thighs, send our fingertips back towards the back edge of our mat. Let the forehead relax down towards the earth. Let the arms soften, the shoulders round forward. And come into this cocoon space. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you could always bring a block or a pillow into the situation. And then we're just going to gently rock the forehead side to side. Feel into that third eye, that intuition center. And start to breathe deeply, feeling the belly expand against the spine, or against the thighs, I should say, and the spine push against the belly as you take nice deep breaths in and long breaths out. And just let yourself settle in here for a moment. Feel that rounding in your spine, those shoulders softening forward. Let your breath come nice and easy, noticing the inflow and the outflow. Just take one more nice breath here. Then we'll gently bring our palms underneath our shoulders, push ourselves up to a thunderbolt or a kneeling position. Now, once again, if this doesn't work for you, you can come to a cross-legged position. You could bring a rolled up towel or a blanket behind your knees or a couple of blocks underneath your bum, if that helps. And we're going to take a little twist here. You're going to inhale, reach the fingertips up. You're going to find some length. Open through the heart, through the armpits. Nice inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Right hand to the left knee, left fingertips float around behind. We'll sit up nice and tall with an inhale. And on an exhale, we'll let ourselves journey into that twist. Getting a twist in the spine, maybe closing your eyes. As you're ready, we're bringing it back through center, sending those fingertips up towards the sky. Maybe this time you look up, maybe you get a little bit of an arch in the back. And on an exhale, left hand to right thigh, right fingertips float around behind. They kiss the earth and you sit up nice and tall with an inhale. And on an exhale, you're going to journey into that twist. Find that spinal twist. Look past that right shoulder. Maybe close your eyes. When you're ready, bring it back through center. Find that nice tall spine. And we're going to come to downward dog. So you'll bring your palms up underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under, and lift yourself up. Lifting those hips up high towards the sky, grounding down through the knuckles and through the palm, taking pressure out of the wrists, melting your heart towards your thighs, and then start to pedal it out. Reaching one heel down and then the other. Feeling through your armpits, letting the head relax down towards the earth, the throat get nice and soft, the neck get nice and soft, and maybe you even rock the head no and yes. See if you can find that bobblehead effect, really letting the head hang down. The third eye reach towards the earth, your heart melt towards your thighs. One more breath here. Gorgeous. We're going to make sure our feet are about hip width distance apart. Maybe back them up just a little bit. You want some space here. Then we'll bend our knees, lift our sits bones up towards the sky, roll through the spine, and come forward into a plank. Find that plank, let the hips drop, keep the core engaged, push the earth away from you. Nice. On your next inhale, lift those hips back up towards the sky. And then ground down through the heels. 2 more times. Bend the knees, lift the hips, roll through the spine, come forward into your plank. Nice strong plank, nice long neck. Inhale, lift the hips up high and back. And exhale, ground down through those heels. Let's do one more. Bend the knees, lift the hips, roll through the spine, come all the way forward. Find your nice strong plank, pushing the earth away from you, doming through the upper back body, hugging the navel to the spine. I like to rock back and forth here. One more breath. Then on our next inhale, we're coming back to that downward facing dog, rearranging our feet if we need to. We're going to come to a 3-legged dog, so make sure you feel nice and sturdy and grounded through your feet. Ground down through the left heel, right leg lifts up towards the sky. We bend that right knee, open the hips towards the right side of the mat, lift the knee up as high as we can, and then see if we can square off through the shoulders, making sure both hands have equal weight. One more breath in. On an exhale, we're going to bring that knee all the way into the chest, come forward into our plank, lower the back knee if you need to, and step the right foot up between the palms. Finding your lunge. So if you had to lower that back knee, allow that to be the case, and then see if you can lift that knee, finding a runner's lunge, pressing firmly into your right foot, lifting your chest, lifting your third eye, your gaze. And we're going to see if we can come into a high lunge from here. So maybe you rearrange that back foot. Make sure that you feel nice and sturdy, that you've got 2 railroad tracks as opposed to a tightrope. And when you're ready, fingertips reach up towards the sky and we lift the torso all the way up, grounding down. In fact, I invite you to bring your hands to your waistline, bend the back knee, tuck the tailbone in, get nice and sturdy here, and then we'll send that left Heel all the way back, maybe straightening through that left leg a little bit. And then we'll reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Try to bring the biceps up beside the ears as best as you can. Lift up nice and tall. Now maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring the fingertips together and then take your gaze up towards the sky, finding a bit of an arch in the back, a bit of a back bend. Really reach, 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 reach. Inhale in here. Exhale, hands are coming back down to the earth. Plant those fingertips or palms nice and firmly, and we're going to come into a standing splits. So find some buoyancy in your back leg and that left foot, and when you're ready, launch those left toes up off of the earth, reaching that left leg up towards the sky. You can keep your gaze forward, or you can bow your forehead towards your knee. Rearrange your hands so that you feel nice and sturdy here. Take a breath. We're going to see if we can come up to a standing one-legged Tadasana from here. So you'll bend that left knee, bring it in through the midline as you bring your palms together at your heart. Lift all the way up, hugging that left knee in towards the chest. Really lift, 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 lift. Remember, if you come in and out of this, that's okay. You can see if you can interlace your fingertips, catch that left knee in your hands and hug the knee towards the chest. Relax the shoulders down, lift the sternum. One more breath here. Gorgeous. Then we'll set that left foot down on the earth. Allow ourselves to rearrange our feet, getting nice and sturdy here. Feet are hip width distance apart, right underneath those hips. When you're ready, soft knees. Inhale to reach. Lift the fingertips up. Once again, we're going to bring the fingertips together above our head and maybe look up towards the sky as we find a bit of a back bend. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale in here. Exhale, slice it all the way down the midline. Find your way to a forward fold. Fingertips come to the earth. Bend your knees if you need to. Sway side to side. And see if you can take your gaze to your knees, really allowing the forehead to drop towards the legs, the crown to drop towards the earth, the shoulders to round forward. One more breath. Gorgeous. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step one foot back and then the other, finding your plank or your half plank. Remember, whenever you're here, you can always lower the knees down to the earth. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, lower as slow as you can go all the way down to the earth. Come to your belly, keep the palms underneath the shoulders, and on your next inhale, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, reach through the crown. Exhale, bow it all the way down. Curl toes under, push up to all fours or to a plank, and find your way to downward facing dog. Rearrange those feet, settle through the toes or the heels, bend your knees if you need to. Ground down through fingertips and knuckles. We're going to take that roll through the spine again. So you're going to bend your knees, lift your heels, then send your tailbone up towards the sky, roll through the spine, come forward into your plank. You might need to rearrange your feet. That's okay. Inhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up high and back. And then exhale, ground down through those heels. Two more times. Bend the knees, lift the tailbone, roll through the spine. come all the way forward. Find your strength here. And then on your next exhale, send it back up. Downward facing dog. You've got this. Last one. Bend the knees, lift the hips, roll through the spine, come all the way forward. Find your strength. Reach with that crown. Focus that third eye down to the earth. On your next inhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Rearrange your feet. Get structurally nice and sound here. Loosen the neck. Then we're going to ground down through the right heel. Inhale, left leg rises up towards the sky. We'll bend that left knee, open our hips towards the left side of the room, lift that knee as high as we can, and then we're going to try to square off through the shoulders, bringing equal weight to both hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee comes into the chest. We come forward into our plank. Lower that back knee if you need to. Step the left toes up to the top of the mat. Find your lunge. Once you've got there, lift that back knee if you needed to lower it. Find a nice structurally sound pose here. Lifting the hips a little bit, pressing into that left leg. Rearrange your feet so that you're not on a tightrope. And when you're ready, lift on up. Find your way to your high lunge. Settle it down, bring your hands to your waistline, bend that back knee, tuck that tailbone in, make sure you feel grounded, and then send the heel back. Then we'll reach those fingertips up towards the sky, arms beside the ears, biceps beside the ears. Find your breath. You can stay here or you can bring the fingertips together. Lift your gaze up towards your ceiling or your sky. Find an arch in the back, a nice generous back bend. Really reach, reach, reach. Inhale in. Exhale. Hands come all the way down to the earth. Get grounded. Find some buoyancy in that back leg. And when you're ready, launch off of those right toes, lift the right leg up towards the sky, rearrange your hands so that you can find stability. And remember, you can keep the gaze forward for balance, or you can bow that forehead towards your knee. You can rotate that right ankle if you'd like. Then we're going to see if we can bring it up to that standing one-legged Tadasana. Bend the right knee, bring it in through the midline as you bring your hands to your heart. Lift all the way up, lifting that right knee in towards the chest. And then maybe we interlace those fingertips, catch the right knee in our hands and hug the right knee in towards the chest. Let yourself come in and out of it if you need to. Find your balance and your grounding. Nicely done. When you're ready, right foot comes back down to the earth. Get settled. Ground down through your feet. Relax your shoulders. Then we'll find soft knees. Inhale to reach. Lift those fingertips up. Then perhaps we bring those fingertips together once again. Lift the gaze up towards the sky. Find a generous back bend, reaching that third eye up towards the ceiling. Inhale in here. Exhale, slice it down the midline, all the way back down to your forward fold. Let the head grow heavy, the neck grow soft. Relax your jaw. On your next inhale, a halfway lift. Fingertips to shins or to thighs, bringing the torso parallel to the earth. Gaze is straight down in front of you, nice long neck. Exhale, bow it all the way down. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step it back to a tabletop position. You've got this. We're going to come to our seat. So when you arrive, swing the legs to one side, any side. Bring the bum to the earth. Send the legs out long in front of you. Heels all the way to the top of the mat so that we can roll down in a little moment here. And then we're going to hug the left knee into the chest when you arrive. Cross that left foot over the right knee. Hook the right elbow on the left knee. Left fingertips float around behind. Find your twist. Look past that left shoulder. Lifting up nice and tall through the neck. Taking your gaze past that left shoulder. One more breath. Gorgeous. Come back through the center line. Keeping that left knee bent, we're going to bring that left foot to the inside of the right knee. Then we'll bring our fingertips behind us. Fingertips can face away from you or towards you, whatever works best for your wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Then we're going to press the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, lift up through the gaze. Now you can stay here. You can reach your right fingertips out past your crown. Find a bit of a back bend here. This can be your bus stop number 2. If you want more, you can press into that left foot, lift your hips up towards the sky. Woo! Set myself off balance there. And reach through those right fingertips. So right leg is reaching, right fingertips are reaching. You're pushing into your left foot, lifting the hips as high as you can. Inhale in. And on an exhale, you're going to float it all the way back down. We're going to send that left leg out long in front of us. Reset the sits bones. Roll the shoulders. And when we're ready, we're going to bend the right knee, right foot to the outside of the left knee. Hook the left elbow on the right knee, right fingertips float around behind. Inhale to sit up nice and tall, roll onto your sits bones. Exhale, take your gaze past your right shoulder. Nicely done. When you're ready, come back through your center line. Bring that right foot to the inside of the left knee. Bring your hands behind you. Ground down through your palms. Press your chest forward. Remember that you can stay here, or you can lean into the right hand. Send the left fingertips out behind you. Get nice and grounded here. And if you want more, press into the right foot. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Reach through those left fingertips. Find a nice opening in the heart, a reach through the crown, reaching as much space as you can between the left fingertips and the left toes. Inhale in here. Exhale, gently float it all the way down. Shake it off through the wrists if you need to. Rearrange yourself on your mat, and when you're ready, roll down to your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Rock side to side if you feel to. Get that spine nice and connected with the earth. Then we're going to bring both feet to the earth. Knees are nice and bent. Rearrange your shoulders. Palms face up beside you. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Tuck those shoulders way underneath you so that you've got a nice open chest. And when you're ready, you're going to lift your hips up towards the sky, engaging your glutes, relaxing your throat, taking your gaze up towards the ceiling and then back a couple of feet so that you've got a nice open throat. Nicely done. Gently roll down through the staircase of the spine. Let the lower back come down to the earth. Rearrange those shoulders so that they feel nice and secure. And then we're going to hug the knees into the chest. Keep our hands down on the earth for now and see if we can lift the hips up off of the earth. So this might take a couple of times. This might be the first time that you've done this. So you're going to see if you can lift those hips and then catch them with your hands, sending the feet up towards the sky. Take a couple times if you need to. Lift those hips as high as you can. Catch them with your palms. And then see if you can relax the throat and the jaw. Find space between chin and chest. You can rotate your ankles if you'd like to. Couple more breaths here. Now you can stay here, or you can start to bend the knees, bring them towards your forehead, and then open them up so that they drop down beside your ears, and send those feet out past the crown. Now, if you get here and you feel really constricted in your belly, see if you can lift your hips a little bit more, create space between chin and chest, and maybe you need to send those feet back up towards the ceiling so that you can find space to breathe. But see where it is for you. Let yourself experiment and play. One more breath here. Nicely done. Gently rolling down through the spine, hugging the knees into the chest. Nice soft landing here. Ooh, let that spine roll all the way down. Eventually, you're going to send your legs out nice and long, finding your way to Shavasana. Feet are nice and wide, shoulders are rolled away from the ears. Throat is soft, neck is nice and long. And start to allow your breath to calm. Let those inhales and exhales come nice and easy. Let your body relax into the floor. Let your jaw relax. Let the nutrients of your practice settle into your body. Then as you're ready, you'll start to invite yourself back onto your mat, back into your day. Find little bits of movement like wiggling fingertips and toes or rocking your head side to side. Deepening your breath, perhaps. Eventually, you'll bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the earth, roll to your left side. Use your right hand to help you find a nice seat or come back to a seat, a comfortable seat of your choice. I'm going to find Sukhasana. You can be back on your knees. You can lift your hips up. When you arrive, gently soften your gaze or close your eyes, and we'll just bring the palms together at the heart. We'll take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring our thumbs to our third eye. Allow ourselves to bow forward here. And I invite you to join me in these 3 affirmations. I trust my intuition and inner knowing. I allow myself to nurture my own needs as much as I give to others. I move through the phases of my becoming with ease and grace. Another breath here. Then we'll let the hands come gently to the knees or the thighs. Find our nice tall seat. And I thank you so much for being here. I hope this practice serves you well and helps you tap into your intuition, your inner Cancer, your feeling, your emotion, your creativity. Don't forget to hit that that like button, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all the content that I put out. And I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you for joining me, my friend. I'll see you soon.